Stress and exertion ruins life completely, and many stresses are just here. So I saw that I need a little bit to brainwash myself. People don't like the brainwashing, but actually if our brains get so much dirty, it's very difficult actually to solve the problems. You don't have time for anything. Most of the mistakes I'm doing in some urge, we are just stuck sometimes in some hobby or entertainment, and then we are forgetting our problems, then those problems land on our head. The more we analyze, the better we understand, then how much better solutions we can find. Many misunderstandings we have actually, because now so much nonsense is written in so many places. Yeah, it's a big challenge, but it's very important. So, hello, welcome back. I've not been here for quite some time. I would like to share some updates on my videos and what was happening and what few things I found, like some problems came and I was not able to make videos. I was thinking how to make good videos that's useful for people would be, but it's not that easy. And when some more other problems hits, then it's even more difficult. So I wanted to share few tricks that I was using how to deal with problems, which I think very common, not only to me it happens, especially when many problems hit. It's very difficult actually to solve the problems. You don't have time for anything, and some health problems, some money problems, some relationships with family and job. On Facebook everybody is just fighting, you know. So I thought I also need to really focus, because also for me some big problems hit it so bad I was not able to make even videos. Last video I made, I don't know, last year, more than a year, like normal topics. I was making these traveling vlogs, started a little bit, but then I saw that it's actually not very useful to people. It's useful, but it's, you know, entertainment. But when there are so many problems around us, I don't feel anymore to do these too much entertainment things, just only entertainment. And I decided I really need to focus to do something really good, what works, and to myself also. I'm searching what worked for me, but the last few months was super bad and very difficult. I was totally exhausted with so many things. When too many things are happening, then you're not able to do what's needed. So then last month I really focused, like, okay, what I should do so that things goes well. And then I noticed that I'm not able to remember many good things which I need to do, like some health, yogic tips which I need to do, because when you don't have time, then you have some unconscious urge. And then when you don't have time, then you don't have time to do yoga. So I also skipped a lot of yoga. And the health was not allowing also to do yoga as much as I wanted, and then everything just collapsed, because you become unconscious, and then unconsciously you speak with people, and then arguments unnecessarily happens everywhere actually, on Facebook, outside, with family members. It's very difficult. Then I saw I really need to pay attention, because when you are with some arguments, you have some fight with people around you, then you can waste lots of time. Or in job, you even can lose job. In business, you can't do business properly. So then I thought, okay, I really need to push myself to see what to do, because I know, we all know so many great things to make life good, but it's difficult to do all of them. So what I started doing, I started using my phone actually to set reminders, alarms, and notes writing and tasks, and these calendar. So I started using, I don't know, I'm able to see calendar widget, then notes, tasks, and alarms I'm using. I have many alarms set. So how I'm using these things. So you will see how it's useful. So calendar, you know, everybody knows how to use calendar, just to write some specific day events. But those other things, you will see it's interesting. For example, notes, how I'm writing something which I need to remind myself, which we don't know what time it will happen. For example, some arguments happen, and then I'm writing that during arguments I should not get angry by myself. I should not get angry. You know, we are worried that other people would not get angry, but yeah, we also should not get angry. And but it's not easy, you know. Even if you are in anger and somebody is trying to calm you down, you know, we are getting more angry. But this is very egoistic way, actually. It's not helpful nor for us nor for them, you know, when we are getting more angry. It's most important for us. It's not good, you know, to remain angry, because if some arguments are happening anywhere, family, job, Facebook comments, some YouTube comments somewhere in comments with people, you know, on posts, so it's just we are not able to see clearly when we are angry. Then we become very compulsive, and we are not able to see maybe some misunderstanding happen, or what is the root cause of those arguments, why we are not able to talk with each other. And if we are angry, we are triggering other people more, actually. Then I saw, okay, I should not trigger other people so that they will not offend me, because I see if we trigger some people who are, you know, more mentally weak, they are not so stable as we are also. So if we trigger them, then they get into some bad feeling within themselves, as we are getting when other people are getting angry. Then we become offensive, and then we are just blocking, we are not listening. Sometimes even just, okay, now he's angry, we are not listening, we will not listen at all, because angry person will not say anything sensible. Not necessarily, but yeah, sometimes. But sometimes we become angry because of other things. And so I'm trying to write these notes to make myself aware about certain things. So I should not get angry, and then I'm writing that to try to see what's misunderstanding in the arguments. So then during some arguments, then I'm taking phone and, okay, I should not get angry. I should try to see where is the root cause, what is the misunderstanding, and then to explain nicely. And like this, then it helps. And then other thing I found really interesting about why I'm getting angry, and one very easy thing how not to get angry, if we are able to remember that, to look in some phone notes or some in other notes, that actually I noticed that it's very unnecessarily this anger, because we are angry that somebody is bad, but we are not paying attention why they are bad, why they are angry, why we are angry. And I looked to myself, I'm not angry because actually somebody did something. It's nothing very bad. When you are happy, you're looking at those situations, oh, it was ridiculous to get angry. But then I saw we grown up in very bad infrastructure, in a very bad atmosphere. And from, you know, happy children, we grown up, and we suddenly became very disbalanced, and small things can disturb us. Because not everybody are so you know, angry. Some people are more angry, some people are less angry. And This is, I see, it's so important to see that actually, because in what kind of education we are going, what kind of overall, whole society is not very nice. And what food we are eating. Now more and more scientists are talking how bad quality food is making impact on our mental health. This is super important, and we are eating lots of rubbish. And even if we are choosing good food, organic, still it's not good these days because soil is damaged. So nutrition is less, and when less nutrition, then the whole system is not functioning well. So there are so many things, and overall very few people are doing yoga. And even I'm doing yoga, and still lots of anger comes. So we need to do even more, because we don't know, each person has different level of this compulsiveness to become angry. And I see it's so important to work on myself. Otherwise everything is just going waste. Everything is ruined. Everything goes so bad when unconsciously you say something, you do something, stupid things like stupid videos you can make in job, something stupid. You can lose job with unconsciousness. You will not be able to solve any problems, when we are angry. So, and once you see that, actually, big part of this anger comes because in this bad infrastructure we grown and we became weak mentally. And then you see, okay, its infrastructure is bad actually. And then you are not so much angry on other people. You are just seeing now how to enhance yourself, how to fix yourself. Those of us who are damaged by bad infrastructure, and how to change the infrastructure actually, so that for our children it would be a better place to grow, so that they can remain happy. Otherwise our happiness is superficial now. So I will finish about these phone tricks. So this infrastructure I wrote also to remind myself, but then it helps me not to get so much angry. And then other things, tasks I'm writing, you can write task and then mark which you've done, but it's more for productivity. But another very good thing is these alarms, and you can, these alarms you use for those things which are repeating daily or on certain days, maybe weekend yours is different. So you can, whatever tips you are using, health advices, yogic advices, some advices which are repeating, which you need to do, like at specific time, like to do some breathing practice, pranayama. You can set alarms to do some other things. If you are eating at a specific time, then you can set reminder approximately what's time after food, that you will get reminder to have a walk after food. So things like this, you can write these reminders. It's very good. And another thing I want to share, earlier I was using notes to write down notes to make a schedule of my day. So you can use big notes, small notes if you want to carry. Now I'm writing everything in phone, because phone is always with me. But it's good actually to write a whole schedule of your day, like from the moment you wake up, like what to do once you wake up. You can write all small yogic tips, like when you wake up, don't just jump out from the bed, rub your hands, put on the eyes. It wakes you up very, very much. Otherwise you are very like sleeping, but this makes you alert. There are lots of nerves in our palms, and if we put on eyes, it's like small yogic practice. It helps you to be fresh after waking up. So these and many things I have spoken in my videos, and you yourself from other places you have many these advices. So you can write full schedule of the day. If you are very busy, especially it helps. So that to see how to manage everything as best possible way, so that to solve all our problems. So that, because the more we enhance ourselves, the better. I will try to find my schedule here. Earlier I have written to show example, and like this with that schedule, then for you it's easy to set these alarms. Then you can see where to push something, where there is a gap of time, or if you are doing yogic practices which require some specific time of empty stomach, then once you see whole your day, then you will see 4 hours after food, then you can write if you eaten food, morning food at like 8, then you can at 12, if you have some bigger break, you can do some more serious yoga practices, and like this then you can schedule like this. It very helps you to see how your day is busy, which time is free, and till evening. In the evening also you can write before sleep, you do some meditation, something, so that not to forget, and then write, set alarms for these things which are repeating. On weekend maybe other things, other alarms you can set. So it's really helpful. I'm not able to find, and many other things you can write in notes as reminders. So yeah, it's really good, these things. So we need to solve problems, otherwise when they multiply it's so difficult. Last month I got fed up with all these problems, then I saw really I need to pay attention. How not to get into arguments, how to finish arguments, and yeah, one thing it helps learning to maintain silence during the arguments, because some people are super, weak in balance, that they are triggered very easily. And some people are very with the ego, that if you open your mouth, then they are, you are not listening me at all. You are not letting me speak. So some people have more weaknesses and they are not able to accept. So it's very good, and sometimes, yes, we should be silent for sure, and sometimes we are not silent enough. Then I noticed actually I was skipping my samyama practice. Those of you who know what it is, and those who if you don't know, you can check on all these yoga practices you can find on I'm learning everything from Isha Foundation, from Sadhguru. Some of the practices are available online on YouTube for free to learn, so you can learn those practices. It's very good, very easy. Some more advanced practices are available to learn from teachers, and some Hatha Yoga practices I can teach online, not much, only Upa Yoga I can learn, I can teach online, but I can observe, so there is a little bit benefit. But don't wait for teachers, just go on the internet, learn from your laptop, even from phone. I learned like this, these Upa Yoga practices, and they helped me a lot. So don't wait for some perfect day when there will be perfect teacher teaching at perfect time. Like this we are skipping so many things. So like this, do things to calm yourself, to learn to calm yourself. So these practices helps in long term. This samyama practice, it's not only in long term, but it helps immediately. And pity I have not listened Sadhguru what he said after samyama program, that if one person in family, in couple, if they know how, if they establish the samyama, how to do that, marriage can be saved. And last month I really focused on samyama, and yes, it helps a lot. It helps a lot to maintain silence when it's needed, and it's very helpful in arguments, even with anyone, neighbors in job, in Facebook. It's very good skill is the ability to stop yourself, not to be in some urge, because I see biggest mistakes and small mistakes, but all mistakes, most of the mistakes I'm doing in some urge. Some stupid business idea and some urge or quick money to do, and on this YouTube I did some stupid videos, And now I see really I need to focus how to bring value to people so that it's useful for people, not to waste their time. It's not easy. Many things we need to explain. Many people, they need explanation more. Some people, they don't need explanation. So I'm planning also to make a lot of now new videos on different topics. Very different topics will be. Some will be very practical, some will be more entertaining, so that people who stuck in entertainment, they can find me, and then they can find some useful tips for their health, for their mental happiness. This is very important. Otherwise, we are just stuck sometimes in some hobby on entertainment, and then we are forgetting our problems. Then those problems land on our head. So yeah, it's not very good like this. Once I see how I was stuck in some video games, some other movies, something, so I will be making very different videos. So if some your friend or family member has some addiction to something, you can write, I will make video. And if you will find some video about something where your friend stuck, then you can share that video with that friend. Maybe that will be a first step for them to go to the better life. So yeah, now I solved many of my problems. Now finally I have time to work, because when problems hit, it's even very difficult to work. So now I also paid attention, like what to give to people that it's useful, how to help them to get out of these rat race when somewhere we just stuck, because I was stuck. I see it's such a bad situation to be stuck in some of these things. And it's not difficult to get out, just to set priorities. And yeah, I mixed priorities unconsciously in some urge. And I put yoga down, then I became more compulsive, and then problems started happening more. So I see it's so important to work on ourselves. If we are more imbalanced, if we are in some atmosphere, because many things can disturb, like there is a road here. So if you are living near the traffic, it disturbs on some level. If you are not super conscious, as we are not, it's disturbing, and it requires more effort not to be disturbed. And we don't know how these vibrations of the car impact us. This is another thing, how food impacts us. We are buying expensive food, which most of the time are worse quality, actually, expensive food. Good farmers' food, you can buy a big quantity, much cheaper and in better quality. Yeah, so it's many misunderstandings we have, actually. Yeah, so pay attention to solve these problems. Yeah, so these notebooks, you can, there are these threads to keep paper, so you can make some your thread, which maybe your country flag, like this is my country flag. It creates emotion. We are emotional human beings. You can have some pencil or pen which is more emotional, like here is my country. Some symbols, or for me it's like Isha Foundation is very dear to my heart. It helped a lot, so it's good also. A little bit reminder if I'm writing. So you can also make special pen for yourself that helps you a little bit, a small thing to relax. Also, watches you can use. Now I'm not using watches. I don't like wearing them, actually, but earlier I was using. Like there are some which dial on the top spins, then you can set some specific how much time goes after a specific time. These chronographs, and there are these some simple Casio with many options what you need. if you can't use phone. So many things actually, we have so much technology to help us to remind ourselves many things. And yeah, use all these small things, especially don't wait till problems will hit you. Because I know people are busy, we all are very busy. If you're doing business, especially if you're super busy, even if you're not doing business. Like most of people have children, people are super busy with children, so these things will help. With children it's a little bit more, more difficult to set schedule of the day, because it's many things unpredicted, but still certain things you can set at least these notes, then write, okay, when child sleeps, then I will do pranayama, breathing practice, because it's silent, just sitting and breathing, and then you can calm down till your child is sleeping. So things like this, reminders you can write. I will try to make more and more these small videos about some tips, so you can write some of your problems, what you are managing, and yeah, I will see how I'm solving that problem, because we are going through same problems. It's most of the problems same. So yeah, I'm very much into solving my problems. That's why I have so many things to share, because it will be just helpful. Who wants to make life better? I changed a little bit my diet so that to sleep earlier, so that to wake up early, to do more yoga, and then to work on time, to eat on time. So I'm eating now before 5 I'm trying. It's not always possible. Sometimes I'm traveling, so sometimes I eat only raw. It helps. And then when you eat early dinner, then you are able to wake up early, you will see. Because it takes certain time to digest food, which we should digest before we go to sleep. So 3-4 hours before sleep we should eat food. Because if you eat late, then if you go sleep will be difficult to go to sleep, to fall asleep. And if you fall asleep with full stomach, it's super bad for health. And then in the morning we are super dizzy, like feeling bad, not hungry, because food was not digested. And it starts rotting inside us. Yeah, so these small things can help, can make a lot. And if you're busy, so when I'm traveling, I'm just taking fruits, lots of fruits, sprouts, green gram sprouts. It sprouts in one day. And you can soak nuts. Also, if you know tomorrow you will not be able to eat on time, you will be somewhere, then you can prepare soak nuts, soak sprouts, and then they will sprout during the day. After new moon, sprouts more slow, so you need to check. And if you're in more cold atmosphere, it sprouts even more slow. Sometimes it needs 2 days, so you need to be aware. After full moon, they sprout a little bit faster. So you need to be aware so that sprouts will be sprouted properly. But if you know that tomorrow you will not have time to eat on time to make your dinner, anyway, most of people are working in jobs, so jobs are till 5. Like I'm doing business, so I have ability to cook early, because I can schedule my time. But even if you're in job and if for you it takes time to travel home, you can pack these fruits, sprouts, nuts, and then you can eat after job at 5 and travel home. And your dinner is done. I would do like this. Because I see it's very important to eat early. It helps a lot. If you have some more health issues, it can be more difficult. Or if you have some health issues, then it can be more difficult with raw food, or in some situations it can be even better. You need to be aware. Now I'm a little bit shifting my approach to health into first removing the tensions, this exhaust. Like I was super exhausted, and then I saw maybe this exertion actually can make lots of these diseases, because I was so sick last 6 months during winter. Even here in India it was very cold, So I got super sick, then it became very hot, again I was super sick. Then I saw, actually I'm a lot of exhausted, like kind of stress, but more exertion. And then I saw, okay, I will now skip a little bit the hospital. Still I checked the blood, it's not too bad. Then I saw I will try just to remove stress, because we hear a lot now how stress can make health bad. So I saw, okay, let's try a little bit this to focus, because it's not only for health, stress and exertion ruins life completely. It's very important to work on ourselves to remove this stress. And many stresses are just here. So I saw that I need a little bit to brainwash myself. People don't like the brainwashing, but actually if our brains get so much dirty that unnecessarily we are getting angry. Somebody did something somewhere, not to us, we are getting angry. It's stupid. So we have so many some stuck opinions about something, and then we are not able to accept other people, some action, something, and how crazy things are happening in the world. If you look around, it's like these wars and everything. Then you need really to pay attention, like to yourself, and how not to land in some big problems, and how to help to solve these big problems properly, because we tend to stick to some solution, some quick solution we found, and okay, and we are sticking, and I see this is a very big problem. Like, oh, I will just take alcohol and this works. Yeah, but there are better ways to solve same problems. Same relationship problem. Oh, let's get divorced. Yeah, it will work, but there can be better ways how to solve those problems, because maybe just some small misunderstanding of language can be. Not just the translation language, but just we say something and person misunderstood word because they made different meaning than what we have. Then big fight can happen, divorces happens unnecessarily, and it's very important actually to pay attention to these things. A lot what's happening, not to be in urge, and not to stick to first solution, to look deeper, to do proper research. Even these wars it's super difficult to understand, because it's so much things are happening. But people, oh, let's just fight. And this is the only way. No, let's look deeper, analyze everything, each problem. The more we analyze, the better we understand, and how much better solutions we can find. You will see on everything. The more you will focus, the better picture you have of the situation, of understanding. And it's complex now. Such a crazy thing is happening. We need to understand people are going mentally imbalanced. That also we need to put in consideration. Sometimes to be more silent. Sometimes, just to fight not always helps. Same with these wars, we need to find some solution, because if wars are repeating so much, there is some fundamental mistake we are doing. But nobody wants to address it. Everybody just, let's fight. Let's finish that one person and it will be solved. No, it will not be. It will repeat. Other people will come. Other countries will fight because of same root cause. And if you pay attention, you will see what it causes these things. And solutions are not so easily. But yeah, we will not think that such things till we have lots of problems. Because when we have super lots of problems, forget about thinking about some saving soil, helping society, because we are superstars. So let's solve our problems. That is good for us, and then let's help others to see what we can do in society that for our children is good, and for us. Because if we will not solve society problems, those problems will land on our head. We don't want to see this way. We're waiting for some magic to happen, that everything will become good. But I see now it's enough to sit and do nothing. We need really to focus how to solve our problems and then outside problems at the same time. It's too bad. The situation is coming. The soil is going so bad. With trees now, people are trying to ban trees in many countries, but they are not able to see that with this banning selling trees, they can land in the same problem as India landed. They banned selling trees, then all people who have land, they stopped growing trees because it doesn't give money. So they growing crops and they cut all trees anyway, and trees went down, then the temperature rises, rivers goes bad because there is no proper ecosystem. And now India facing lots of problems with this not allowing cut trees, because now they made project how to earn good money with trees. So now people are growing trees like crazy, and it's good. Let them cut, sell, and they will grow a lot, and at least we will have trees. If once in a while they will cut, it's okay. But if they will not grow at all, this is super bad. But people in this urge, okay, let's just ban all the cutting. It will be bad. You will ban cutting, those landowners, they will not grow because they can't cut. So they will cut and they will grow something what gives them money, because everybody is going about money. That's why we need to adjust something what works. So just in this urge we are solving problems, and so many mistakes we are doing in this urge. Oh man. Yeah, so these, I think, updates which I wanted to tell. So share something in the comments. If you don't agree with something, also let me know, let's discuss. Because I want to enhance also my perception as much as possible, so that to make my life good, and I'm sharing whatever I find good, I'm sharing with people. So if I do something stupid, tell me. Tell me, it's good for me, it's good for others. Don't just run away and, oh, this some idiot talking something. Let's discuss, let's see what is really good, what is bad, with facts, with testing. Like I'm testing, I don't believe things. Even this yoga, I don't believe, I do, but not from belief, I'm experimenting. Same with the other thing, with diets, I experimented to see is it working or no. But people, they read somewhere, they believe something, and then, oh, it's bad. They believe that it's bad. Or somewhere they read, they believe that's good, and maybe it's bad the way it's written, because many like vegetarians are having bad health issues because they don't know how to eat properly vegetarian diet. Yeah, many get sick. And then people think vegetarian diet is bad. Yeah, but it's not bad. It's bad if you are doing it wrong. So that's why it's super important to pay attention to everything. What is good, what is bad. Because now so much nonsense is written in so many places. Yeah, it's a big challenge, but it's very important. Everything to study, but we don't want to study, we're lazy, but we need if we want to solve our problems. And once you start getting better with some results, then you're very excited to understand things more. Yeah, so it's good to have a good life. So I'm very happy with this month, what I did with myself. And finally I'm able to work. I got lots of clarity how to do things, what bad things I did, I need to fix. It's a little bit ego crushing to accept our mistakes, but I see I need to crush ego because it doesn't help at all. I need to brainwash, because with dirty brains it's such a horrible life. Yeah, so It's a very nice morning. I decided to shoot in morning because traffic is super big here during the day. Even here in the morning is a little bit. So very interesting videos are coming up. I'll share with people some videos which will help your friends. Okay, truck is coming, lots of sound. Say goodbye.